What is up, man? What is it? Still Saturday, man. It's Sunday, man. Happy Sunday to y'all, fool. Welcome to the night live with YsEats, beat. You know what I mean? Where I'm addressing the chat. If you drop by, you say what's up to your boy. You know what I mean? I'm gonna shout you out, man. Give you some love. You drop by with a good question, I'm gonna answer that. If you just got roast. You know what I mean? If it's funny, I might laugh, man. I might roast you back, depending on the roast or whatsoever, man. But these lives pretty much just focus on the chat, unless I got like a serious subject I'm trying to vent to y'all about. You know what I mean? It's kind of dope that I could get on here and vent to y'all, man. Cause I don't know. I be feeling like It's hard to understand me, bro. You feel what I'm saying? like my pops, he understands portions of me, you know what I mean? But overall, I feel like I'm a simple but complex individual to understand, man. So it's fire, bro, to even be able to get on here and have my own crowd or audience of people I can talk to or disagree with. You know what I mean? Hold on real quick. Let me put this jump behind the door. Disagree with. You feel me? Laugh with, you know what I mean? Argue with, because in retrospect, it's not a lot of real people in the world, man, or the real people I do see is only a few of them, you feel me? Like I met this OG at the bus stop, man. He was cool OG, man. Told me he had a plate in his skull. He was in the military. He got shot 9 times and he survived, and just was a real individual. Besides the story, he was just cool. He chill, relatable. You know what I mean? But as far as having like real in-depth conversation with people, man, it's just more. A lot of the convos be superficial, man. They don't be genuine or really, like, in my mind or my opinion, worth having, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, then conversations with random people always seem to go left somehow. You know what I mean? You could literally say something with the smoothest intent and it could get flipped. You feel me? So just being able to get on here and chop it up with y'all is fire, bro. For real, it's fire, man. Even people that disagree with what I'm saying, you feel me? Just having an opposite mind. Some of y'all even educate me on things I might not know. Like the other day, we talking about Jamaica. Food told me he was in the Caribbean. All the time I'm thinking Jamaica gotta be in the A. You know what I mean? Like, so just knowledge, bro. I feel like I have more real conversations on here with y'all than I do certain people in life, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nightmare 17E said, honestly, didn't. Nah, we not gonna read that. You feel me? He talking about some wild stuff. Like, if I would have said that, that would have made me look nuts on the live. But shout out to Nightmare, man. T7, you came in here to cause nightmares, man. But back to what I was saying is, like, I feel like I have more genuine convos and interactions with y'all than I can with people in real life, bro. Cause it's like a lot of people are jealous, bro. They jealous if you got a little bit of motion, a little bit of shine. Yo, shout out to Sandra Roche for Vic. You know, she said, Bobby, what's up, bro? Yo, shout out to Nightmare from ATL, man. That's why you coming like that, man. You miss your boy, the Diddler. You trying to sound with bad boy, take that. But I just feel like, bro, a lot of people are jealous, fool. Like, can you believe, the way I talk, bro? Yo, Nick Valentine's, what's up? He said, how comes you always wearing the same clothes? Because I don't know. I don't really care to dress up, fam. You want me to show you my closet, bro? You know what I mean? I got mad clothes, man. Like, hold on. Let's just show you the jackets, bro. I got so many jackets that I barely wear, fool. Like, you feel me? I'm in the crib, man. It's like, you know what I mean? I ain't got to get all fresh. It's 12 a.m. You feel me? Like, Y'all see me in the back clav with the the blazer or the sweater or something. You feel me? But he said I'm lazy. It's like it's nothing wrong being lazy, bro. But if you in the crib, like you ain't about to pop out. You ain't gotta get all super debonair. You know what I mean? If I step out though, I'm gonna be clean for sure. You know what I mean? For sure, for sure. Even at work, I'm gonna be clean. I'm gonna smell good. My nails gonna be clean. You feel me? So I'm dealing with folks. He said I'm on that rockers metal types fits. Nah, I hear you. Everybody got their own swag though. Everybody got their own steeds. My cuz used to be on that. He used to always have the skull chains, wallet chains. You know what I mean? He like to get spikes on certain pants. He said, "You have no knowledge and have no class. Class. Learn to act and speak intelligent." Larry O'Brien must be a professor. You feel me? Yo, please educate me on how to have knowledge and class, cause I think I have knowledge, wisdom, understanding. What you know about that? You know what I mean? Is that Sandra said, "Orange man, why you nervous?" Yo, Sandra gonna say that's my new name, Orange Man. Nah, everything. Jerry Berry, Larry sound like the ultimate hater. Larry the hater, you feel me? But I got real haters in real life, man. Like I'm gonna tell y'all right now why I got a hater right now. If I tell y'all gonna literally laugh, bro. I got a hater that hate me in the sense of my voice, bro. You know what I mean? Now listen, the job I work is customer service. Is a lot of talking, bro. Personally, I personally don't like talking, bro. I'm a quiet dude for real, but I talk. You know what I mean? I worked a job where it required so much talking to where I feel like I did so much talking to where I didn't want to talk. But it's not that job. It's a different job. So I don't try to sound like this fool. This is how I sound naturally, bro. But at my job, I dispatch. So you got talking on the radio, bro. And can you imagine somebody hating on you for your voice? That's insane to me, bro. But I'm telling you, like, it's so hard to have this genuineness with people in real life because they always get to hating on you, bro. You know what I mean? And you ain't even doing nothing extra, bro. You know what I mean? He said, "Orange, bro, please sit down on the stair." Sandra got a new name for me, Orange, bro. I like Orange, bro. He said, "Orange Shiesty would go hard with orange, with white and orange PB felt." This man, nightmare over there plotting the whole fit. You gonna have to get you an orange Shiesty, man. Y'all gonna buy the shiesty if I put them on the site? What's up, man? Y'all let me know, man. Is y'all gonna get the shiesties or what? that boy, Arizona from Tyson said he sell his body. Yo, chill. He said sometimes people use a fake voice and is knowing. I think it's fine to not like someone based on their voice. Nah. It's like Buddy mad because I sound good. Like, and it's like, all right, so look, let me break it down. So we all eight of us, we dispatchers, right? So we take turns talking to like drivers, you feel me? Now, it's somebody that's hired, fool. I can't really disclose much. They hired, but they hire up, but they in here. They don't gotta do nothing, brother. You already talking to the drivers, but it's like the drivers rock with you already because it's all about communication. These is grown men. You ain't gotta yell at them like, "Hey, drive here." Like, nah, that's lame, bro. You just get an order out smooth. They gonna receive it. You feel me? They know what they gotta do. So I'm gonna give an order out. Boom. They already receive it. Buddy, it come grab a walkie. Boom. He got his own walkie, brother. That's why I say this man is a hater. It grab a walkie and to get the same order out. But it's kind of weird because he don't gotta do this. You feel me? He just get kicked back. But it's almost like he don't give me a chance to do what I gotta do because he don't like that I do it well. Because dude, it's people that be like, "Man, I like how you sound on there, fool." Woo, woo. But man, I don't even care about none of that, man. Like I just tell y'all, like, fool, it's hard to have real relationship because people turn to haters. Sandra would say, "Take it easy." It's just facts. He said, "It's just facts." I don't know what you said. It's just facts. All ideas. I want to feed you sardines. You trying to feed me sardines? He said, "Easy straight up." Yo, Matty King, I ain't going to war for nothing but the Lord and my fam, you heard? And if God told me for the earth, then I do the earth. But you going to war for buns, you gotta chill out, brother. Soko said, am I from Toronto? Yeah, fam. Hey, fam. I'm from Brampton, fam. You know Brampton? Brampton is where it gets real shaky at, you know? Shaky warriors in Brampton. he said, he said, Toronto is no good. You been to Toronto? My boy said, I'm gonna feed you a honey bun, gang. I can get that at the store, Brody. I don't like nobody feeding me, bro. When I first came out the womb, I was eating already. You feel me? I got the bottle, like, bottle me up. You know what I mean? Gerber me up, man. I was eating. I wasn't getting fed. None of that. He said, you can't be from Brampton. You're not Indian. Come on, man. It's real youths from Brampton, man. I know the Punjabis from Brampton right now, fam, but you know the real youths, they're from Brampton. He said, yeah, I know Brampton. I could recognize the GTA action off rip. yo, Jing Sugar Cheat. my boy got the Tekken name, you know what I mean? I thought that was whole ring that slid in this joint. He said, first time in your life, I subscribe to your channel. Thank you and goodbye. Just came. Yo, shout out to Jing Sugar Cheat. You know what I mean? Yo, Maddie said he's gonna fart in prison. Yo, bro, like, Maddie, I don't think you wanna go to prison, my boy. You not tough enough to be in there, bro. You gonna be one of them folks they got doing laundry. You doing laundry for the whole pot. You feel what I'm saying? They gonna have Maddie cooking, cleaning, doing laundry. They gonna have him in there like a housewife, fool. You gotta be tough to want to go there. I ain't gonna hold you. Or super old. You around young age, you gotta you gotta have them things on you. You talking about you want to go there to fart. You go there and fart, boy. You on it. They letting you know you gotta clean up. Y'all seen this video? This one dude had like 4 slaves. He had this white dude doing his laundry. So I do his laundry. The other one's like, I cook his meals. He's like, yeah, you tell him. I don't think you want to go in there, Maddie. That's too tough for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Sandra Roche, that's the future. Come from jail and go into jail. But my orange brother is intelligent now. It ain't no jail, man. Jail's up, man. You don't see no ladies, for real. You got to hit the COs, but some of them be busted, for real. They ain't gonna have no fire COs want to work in a jail. They trying to be on the yachts. You gonna have a couple BBWs in there, man. You know what I mean? CO, BBW, freaky COs that they got fantasies about prisoners. Yeah, I mean? They watch a lot of films, you feel me? They don't want they don't want gonna be in there, the COs, fool. But you can't do nothing on your own time, man. And then you gotta share a small cell with another dude. Come on, bro. That's a dub. You can't sleep in peace for real. What if Buddy a weirdo? Whatever he be watching you? You know what I mean? I don't know about the dropping the soap thing, but I just look at it like, why would you want to do that around a bunch of men? Like it's certain things you just don't do around a bunch of men. Like bend over and show your buns. You know what I mean? Like so when I think about dropping the soap, it's like you bending over to show your buns. Like that's something a shorty would do. You feel me? She trying to tease you with the cheeks. She know y'all work together. She drop a pencil. You know what I mean? Shout out to Briley Miller for the like, man. She drop a pencil, you know, she bend down, show you the buns, you feel me? Knowing that you right there, that's more, you feel me? Normal, but if you bending over to show your cheeks, gang, it's kind of like, yo, what type time you on? Yeah, they got them freaky boys in there that's doing life. They make you their wife ASAP. He said they screaming there. Yo, Matty Gang, man, you gotta chill out, fool. I ain't gonna lie. You better be careful what you wish for, my boy. Real talk, man. You better chill. You going there, you gonna be crying. Like, just do anything to get me out of here. Just sell the house. Yo, Matty King gonna be in there crying at visitation. He's like, I can't take this, man. Yo, 2 years, that's cool, bro. But you gotta, if you gotta do more than that. Now, 2 years is it's a long time though. If you ain't ever done 2 years, but I'm saying if you was in there longer, fool, you wouldn't want to be in there like that. Yo, bro, don't tell us, Matty King. Don't tell us none of your stories, bro. You was a freaky frog, bro. You steady talking about farting and shit. Nah, yo, bro. We don't want no stories from Matty King right now, yo. I wish I was in Kentucky for 2 years. I am certified. Matty King, they will let you slide in there. They said they freaks in there for real, for real. yo, y'all hear that? PSA, don't get locked up in Kentucky, gang. Matty King saving the day right now. Nah, bro, you got me rolling, bro. Yo, Matty King, I'm glad you out here and stay out here, man. Stay free. You know what I'm saying? And there, nah, it's it. Of course it would be because look, bro. I'm gonna give you an example. I worked at the airport, bro. Anybody that's ever worked at the airport, you know, is predominantly men, bro. You feel me? And I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. This was my first time being at the airport. Now, you know, I'm all about the ladies. So I'm going to get breakfast, lunch. I'm seeing the finest passengers, bro. Only certain guys is on that tight time. You feel me? Cause in the zone is all dudes. Sometimes it might just be like a couple shorties, but they work in catering. So you gotta understand the dynamic is like some of this what's the word? Like brawlicness is really disguised as sweetness, fool. I ain't gonna lie, cause I had this one manager gang. Now I had this shorty, bro. I never cracked her. She was like my best friend. I had the job only though. So we met through training and like that. She used to tell me like I'm rich YS. You know, she was like a black shorty. She said she was adopted. Woo, woo, woo. So you know, me and her was cool. So she had the tendencies of buying me breakfast and lunch. And I ain't gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I had a hard time waking up when I first started the job. This girl used to call me for 20 times every morning till I wake up, bro. You feel me? No bush. Shout out to Shorty. Her name Kay. I ain't gonna say her real name. So I remember one time, bro, I ain't gonna lie, they used to be working us. I'd be dozed off by the water cooler sleeping, gang. Now it's like I said, it's mad dudes in here. It's about like 10 dudes in here, maybe two shorties. But I'll say Kay kind of like a decent looking shorty. She like a petite, skinny shorty, you know, but she a good worker, bro. She smart as shit, like genius. So it's this big dude named T. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say his real name, but he a hater, fool. So I don't know if he like girls or like men for real, cause he talking to the girls like, oh my god, your nails, they're so pretty and you know, corny shit that he ain't really gotta really do for real, bro. You just gotta shoot straight. So I remember they went and got breakfast, fam. They got lunch, cause Kay went and bought me like some payway food. So she wake me up like, you want to eat YS? So I'm like, nah, not right now. I'm gonna eat later. So he get mad like, dude, you so ungrateful to her. Why do you treat her like that? And I'm like, bro, this is my best friend, bro. Like, if I say I don't want to eat right now, she not tweaking off that. Why you tweaking off that? And he started getting all brolic, but I'm looking like, what's his issue with me? Like, you feel me? Like, but he really was real drive sweet though, because it was my homie in there. My homie, he looked like a linebacker. I ain't gonna lie. He probably was like 6'1", like 300 pounds. But I was gonna fight this man over chest. So, dude, I'm telling you, big as him. But every time he never got bucked with, bro, he was scared. Like my boy L would come in there like what you say, bruh? He be like, nah, bro, you know, I just be playing with you, copping please all the time. So, bro, I'm not 300 pounds, fam. I'm about like 160, fool. Bro, I'm talking about like, at least two something close to 300. Me and this man was gonna fight over chest. I'm looking like fool could watch me, but if I could really just sock him good 2 times, I could have the up hands. You feel me? So you wouldn't think dude his size would be scared of him, but he was real job sweet for real, bro. Like he was undercover, like trying to be a tough guy, you know. So And that environment is always gonna be those type dudes. I ain't gonna lie. Like they be undercover for real. It was a couple soldiers right there, man. I ain't gonna lie. There's some real soldiers in there. It was the Somalian. He was a real soldier, brother. I ain't gonna lie. Like he wasn't folding for nothing. You know what I mean? But that type of environment, like I said, is too much testosterone, and dudes, some of them are faking it because they really got estrogen for real. You know what I mean? And there's only one determination of that. You know what I'm saying? The squabbles, all that yelling back and forth. Bro, I done seen my man slam another dude like they arm wrestling, bro. Bro get mad because he lose. This is like real pen activities. He like start talking crazy. My homie like, yo, bro, I slam you right now. He like, you can't slam me. We about the same size. So he grab him. They wrestling, bro, in like the little manager area. He pick him up, boom, slam his ass. Like, what I tell you? They break it like chill. I'm like, dog really like Diesel, but he played football. He played D2 football. That's what he do. Wrestled. You know what I mean? So I'm looking like he gonna try to slam me. I just got if I could give him the 52 Neji punch. No wrapping up though, you know what I mean? We get a wrapping up, it's over. I'm trying to give you 52 Neji punch, gang. Neji be hitting you with like 60 punches. Before bro wrapped me up, but we was gonna fight in the parking lot over chess, bro. Cause he cheated me, folks, and I won, but he didn't want to accept the loss. Then I ain't gonna lie, we used to get on the bus with some other shorties. They was the fine shorties that work for the main airport. So we work for the sub airport. So I done scrubbed this man twice, 3, 4 times. We on the bus, he bring up the game. He like, man, you sore for not taking that L. So he trying to flex it. We sitting in the back with the shorties because I play basketball, he play football. So we athletes, but I'm looking like that shit over where you lost. So he getting brolic. So we really screaming on the bus. So there's an OG, African OG. He like, man, y'all tripping. So he leave. He comes sit in the front. So the girls looking like, oh my God, these guys are nuts. So we get off the bus. He like, man, what you was trying to say about the game? So I'm like, man, you took the L, woo woo. But I ain't gonna lie. He didn't really advance that much because he came to my crib, bro. He came to my crib a couple times, more than once. We got blazed. We chopped it up. We made music. But my cousin was a wild boy. My cousin would have his homies there. Every time food came to the crib, my cousin had like 2, 3 pipes on the table, like just laid out. His shit laid out. You know what I mean? So, dude, mine would be just folded different because at work, I'm different at work. Like, but he like, damn, this man got his pipes chilling in the crib, bags in the crib, but a lot of this cousin shit for real. So he was like, man, I don't know what he on. He thought I was gonna up pipe on him or something, but now I was looking like the most I could do is land 3, 4 punches. He'll wrap me up. Somebody try to break this joint up, it's over. Cause fights really don't last that long unless nobody's there for real. It's like 60 seconds, man. That my man talking about, that's called S in prison. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that prison talk though, man. That talk is kind of like, so you saying you got jumped before? Yeah, of course I got jumped before, man. I've been jumped. The amount of times I've been jumped is like 3 or 4 times. Getting jumped is the worst, but when you walk away with not that bad injuries, it's a plus. You know what I mean? I ain't been jumped to the point where I was just knocked out and couldn't walk away and nothing. You know what I mean? I might have walked away with like a little scar. No black eyes though. I ain't never got a black eye after getting jumped. But I got good reflexes though, bro. The worst part about getting jumped is a big mug trying to take you down. Like it's always gonna be somebody trying to tackle you, bro. You feel me? So you might just be evading punches and it's somebody wrapped around your torso trying to take you down. But the key is to try to keep moving, feel me? But I don't know. It depends who you get jumped by though, too. If you get jumped by some real boxers or fighters, you better be able to get up out of there or land some punches to get up out of there if you feel like you outnumbered, because it's not about a movie, bro. It's about knowing your opportunity. It's like, let's say you about to get jumped by 2, 3 people, right? Boom. And the first person, they swing That shit ain't nothing. So you tag them, boom, boom. All right, bet. But then the next person come and they boom, boom, boom. That person is really a problem. You feel me? So you kind of peep that, but then the third person comment is boom, 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 boom. Now you got two problems. This is just the help. You got to get out of there. Cause it ain't about looking like Jean-Claude Van Damme, buddy. I mean, if you got it, you got it. But if these dudes got the pause, you got to get out of there for another day, man. You can see them one on one, bro. You know, I grew up when it was one on one fighting, man. Where I lived, it was like the projects, bro. So they had older guys. They used to put us in like this. In the apartments where I lived, they had little small gates in front of each complex, bro. So they literally bet money and we'd like box each other with gloves. So that's how I grew up. But as far as dudes really jumping, you know, that's the new stuff, man. That just show you can't really handle your own beef. All my homies, they fought one on one. I remember my homie P, his first fight ever, bro. Dude bucking crazy. We played at the rec team. He like, man, I'm about to fight this nigga YS. I'm like, you fought a nigga before? He like, never, but this is my first fight. Coach come outside. Everybody outside. P whoop this man. I'm like, yeah. You feel me? But that's how I grew up. You know what I mean? Even when two dudes was finna fight me, my cousin told him he gonna fight both of y'all. Who wanna go first? I ain't never fought nobody, but I'm like, oh damn, okay, cousin got me feeling like Popeyes. Put him up, put him up. He think I can fight both of them? Charge me. But that's how I grew up, you know what I mean? But this new generation, you get to be somebody, homie. You need to get out of there. Yeah, the coldest video I ever seen, bro, was this guy. This guy's a legend in New York. This guy was in New York, right? Somebody got into it with his girl and he intervened. Bro, it was like he faded 12 dudes on a block. They wouldn't let him leave they block. First dude, I'm talking about he packing them though, bro. Packing them. My boy must have really been in a boxer at some point. He packing them. Boom, 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 boom. Packing them. They coming. They literally swapping them out. Boom, boom, boom. Surrounding this man. This man can't even leave. Like, I'm talking about a circle, bro. Gladiator shit. He boom, 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 boom. Now, I ain't gonna lie. They was facking him too. They was facking him because he was getting tired out. But it got to the point he had to run up out of there. Cause dog, they was gonna fight that man all night until they got what the results they wanted. This is like when people are trying to jump you, they don't want you to win, gang. like I don't know what you thinking. Like, you feel me? Unless you got that Nina Ding with you, it's over with. But the goal is for them to feel like they pummeled you down, like they stomped you out. You feel me? They ripped your shirt, whatever. They just want to feel like they dominated you. So it's like, if you peep like you ain't got the ups, you gotta get out of there. It's just the smartest thing to do. You know what I'm saying? When I got jumped, I was lacking. I was drinking. I thought I was just fully all the way there, but my reflexes was slowly off. Also, too, you gotta understand, like when you all substance, bro, your reflex is not the same. You a little bit not fully there. So I'd advise you not to try to like get into a squabble if you fully kind of twist it. You know what I mean? Because you not all the way there, bro. you, you might be thinking this punch coming fast, but dude on the other end seeing that shit like, what the heck? Wow, wow. Nah, the craziest fight is I was at the bar. I used to go to the bar a lot with my homie, bro. Like, we used to go to this college bar, and there always be squabbles, right? It was this black dude and white dude. I don't even know why they started fighting. So we front center, we talking to some shorties. The jump kick off right here. So we step back. When we step back, I ain't gonna lie. The white boy had a black boy shirt. It was like, it was like he was facking this shit. I'm talking about. I'm like, oh, you know how the ref eyes me? So the black dude like a light skinned cat. Everybody watching this shit like, oh, something must have went off in his head, bro. He snapped in, just start wailing on, bro. You feel me? I don't even remember what happened next, but dog, I'm talking about dude had him by the shirt, which is straight punching back. You know what I'm saying? But fighting is different than what they make you think it is, bro. You know what I mean? Movies mess up your perception of what fighting really is. You know what I mean? Like you got different type of fighters, bro. You got people who calm when they fight. You know, you got the rushers, you got the just crazy all over. You know what I mean? So when you watch fighting in movie, is staged. It's kind of like one person punch and then the other person waits and then other person. That's not how it goes down, bro. It's like way fast. You know, the person that's coming at you like they trying to take you down. But most people never use defense when it comes to fighting. They only think offense. You know what I mean? When somebody coming at you like this, it's only one thing to do, bro. You just duck. When you duck, you can get them. When you all that, them hands gonna drop. I'm talking about a good shot to the rib. All you gotta do is like, cause these are straights, bro. If you not here, nothing's hitting. You know what I mean? And when you're not there, you get right here. Come on, man. You just them ribs. You put them ribs on a barbecue grill. Them hands gonna drop. But nobody really thinks that, you know, when somebody doing this to you, you think, let me do this back to them. I'm not gonna lie, like that's all you it's all going through your mind. You're not even thinking like, oh, let me duck. They all balanced. Let me hit them with an upper. You know, you could end up fighting like 3 minutes for real. If you come, you know what I'm saying? No cap. My cousin, he like, you just gotta control your breathing, cuz that's what he that's what he says. Always control your breathing, cuz just control your breathing. You know, most people when they fight, they get all mad and stuff like that. I don't get mad. I just be breathing like I used to say this. I was like, this man think he in a movie or something. Who you think he is, man? You know what I mean? But it's just certain things, man. But I would advise you not to fight unless you fighting for money, bro. You know what I'm saying? In a boxing ring, because it's not the same no more. You know, it's kind of like a lost art. You know, people won't fight and lose. Don't nobody want to lose, man. Everybody want to win fights, man. Nobody remembers there's losing. There's a losing part of fights, even though we watch boxing. You know, people lose and they be like, where's the AR-15? No count. You beat somebody down, curb road. Is people there? You gotta escape town, buddy. You need to leave in less than 2 minutes. Don't let that person have access to. Don't let that person get to their car, bro. Just, if you win a fight, just get out of there. No, I'm for real. Just get out of there, bro. Go. You know what I'm saying? Don't come back to that spot for like 4 or 5 months or something. That's your favorite gas station. You got a new gas station down the street. You feel me? Because if you stay there, that person wake up and they see you, they gonna want to go to that car, man. You know what I mean? Want to go to that car, bro. And you don't want to go to that car, then you gotta, you know, like you just get out of there, man. That's one thing I should have done in certain situations, but I stayed. It could have went left, you know. But shout out to the shorty for talking to her mans or whatever it is. But I don't really like fighting, bro. It's just corny, man. Like we got to be in a boxing competition or something. What we fighting for, bro? It gotta be money, man. It gotta be some bread. We gotta fight for some cheese, brand rich. 30K. Imagine sign up for 30K. You know what I mean? That's a whole year's salary right there. You know what I mean? That worth training for, man. Getting in the ring for, man. Not drinking for what? How many months did it take to train? You know. Shout out to Quinalis. Sandra Roche said, "Orange, nervous orange guy. What's up?" Hey, yo, Sandra, I think you spelled guy wrong though, man. We gonna have to fix that, man. We gotta fix that spelling, fool. Yeah, man. You might have spelled guy wrong right there, man. But what y'all think though, man? Stephanie Nicole, she said, who won? The white guy? I don't remember who won for real. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I just remember how the fight kicked off, man. I don't be remembering like the full outcome of those bar fights, man. There's just so many of them that transpired for real. When people get to fighting, I just be like, all right, they squabbling. Who cares? You know, I never was them dudes to pull out my phone to record that because I don't really care. Unless it's like some miraculous stuff happen. You know, everybody pull out their phone and shit like that. When I see somebody do something crazy, I seen this one gas station worker grab like a whole stick to fight this 5'4" dude like 6'1" or something. You know, that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? This was at the gas station, it's a hood gas station though, where fiends be in the back. It's a shelter right there, you know. But other than that, I don't know. I like smooth vibes though, man. I don't like the fighting vibes and none of that, man. I like player vibes, man. I want to go somewhere we chilling. You know, everybody enjoying themselves. They ain't got time to be fighting, man, because it's not UFC, bro. It's not WWE. It's not boxing. You know what I mean? Floyd Promotions or whatever, you know? That's the vibes I like, man. Because, you know, when them fights kick off, them guns come out. So nowadays, for sure. My boy OMF Google said MC Hammer. You think I look like MC Hammer? It's my prerogative. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. It's my prerogative. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Hammer time. Hammer. You know he still makes music? MC Hammer still makes music, bro. I think it's more like up to date with what's hip today, you feel me? I might want to go check out one of his latest songs. You know, one of his MC Hammer's latest songs, man. You feel me? You figure deal me, buddy? Do y'all like MC Hammer? That's like before your time, man. OMF Google. OMF Google, man. What type name is that, fully? What type name is that, fully? What's OMF? On my family? On my fam? Break down them acronyms, dog. Some of y'all names be kind of wild, man. I be trying to understand y'all names for real. You know what I mean? Take it easy, started laughing. Take it easy, 2008, man. You think I'm hilarious or what? Y'all boys kind of shy tonight, man. I don't know if y'all ain't jacking your boy or what ski. Or is y'all tired, man? Y'all don't party too much on a Friday. Y'all turned down. What that song say? Turned down for what? Why my name? Wow, Stephanie. You thinking of something else, huh? I'm talking. Why wow? Tell me why wow though. I want to know for real. I already know where your mind's at. Where your mind's at, Miss Nicole 21. You know what I'm saying? She thinking about YS eating sushi or something. Nah, she funny, bro. Yo, Stephanie must be on Twitter right now. Nah, Miss Nicole on the Twitter right now. Miss Nicole done scrolled on the Twitter feed. Nah, hey, I'm crying. Yeah, y'all know what pop up on that? Nah, yo. I don't know. Y'all think I'm funny, man? I think I'm pretty funny, man. Y'all don't like my jokes. You know what I mean by you on a Twitter feed? Like, you get it or not really? She said, I ain't thinking nothing. Right. You ain't thinking nothing at all. My fault, Miss Nicole. My bad. I don't even know why I assumed you was thinking anything. You know, that's on me, man. I'm sorry. Feel me? You weren't thinking nothing at all, man. I'm over here copping baseball. She said I was thinking you a mukbanger or something. Nah, I thought you was gonna put the ice spice now. When I read that first M, I thought that was an ice spice song now. Nah, mukbanging is cool, but I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. Like I'm not a gluttonous eater, bro. Like. All right, so I the most I eat a lot of stuff of is like snacks. You feel me? But when it comes to like a lot of food, I never was to able could sit there and eat a bunch of food, gang. Unless I'm doing like a challenge to see if I can do it, but not regularly. You feel me? But I eat in intervals for real, so I could do mukbangs, but to smash 20 McDoubles, y'all just gonna watch me throw up for real. Like, I don't know if that's entertaining. You know, a 20-piece nugget or some shit like you know, I'm gonna definitely throw up, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I like to eat, I don't know, I like to eat good stuff, man, but I don't like to eat a lot heavy portions. You feel me? Cause I get sick for real. Like I ain't a heavy eater like that. But mukbangs would be cool though, man. I done did a couple mukbangs. When I did a mukbang, you know, I don't really know what to talk about in a mukbang for real. You know, like maybe I should have some topics. I done did some live. Maybe I should do some live mukbangs. You feel me? Where I can just eat. Y'all just watch me eat and we talk. You feel me? Like it's crazy because it's like I do be eating, but I don't be recording this shit. Like, so I'm gonna do that though, man. Get on the mukbang, eat up. You know what I mean? Chop it up with y'all. See how y'all doing. Y'all can ask me what I'm eating. You know, I need to upload more videos though, but I'm working on becoming mobile. Sarah Voorhees said, bro, don't give up. Never. Sarah Voorhees, thanks for the motivation, man. I appreciate you, man. We never gonna give up, man. Never, 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 ever. Yeah, we're gonna keep going. You feel me? Non-stop, man. Till we get there where we trying to get to, you heard? What does my name mean? My name. Okay, so funny part about my name, man. So YS is my name for like everything, you know. Some of my closest homies call me YS. You know what I'm saying? And some call me other names, but YS is my artist name. Funny thing about the name YS, you feel me? Like it just came to me, you heard? When I say it came to me, man, my first song ever I was supposed to record. I had somebody that went on to become big, successful, but I don't want to mention this person. But this was who I was recording my track at the time. They be like, YS, man, just record, just record. So crazy part, I've been had mad songs written, fool, and notebooks. This when I used to write music for real. And I'm like, man, I got this one song I'm gonna record. So I used to stay kind of like a little bit far from Fool and them, but I used to go to their house regularly, you feel me? But I never would get on the mic to record. I would just talk on their songs, like some DJ drama type stuff. You know what I mean? Like I was DJ drama vibes before I did music. So I'm doing DJ dramas on all their mixtape. I remember some was just telling me do this song. It's called Squad Goals. You're gonna listen to it. It's my first song ever called Squad Goals. Just look Squad Goals YSYS. You know what I mean? It should pop up on Spotify, all that other stuff. But long story short, I'm rehearsing the song in my car because I remember my electricity's out was out for the whole summer, bro. You feel me? I had just broke up with my ex at the time for of 3 years. So I'm in the crib, no electricity, fool. And you know if you ain't got no electricity, you gotta charge this shit in the car. So I still got the whip though. So I'm like, man, I can't just be in the crib in the dark. I'm charged up. So I had flamed up. I remember I went in the car, fool. I'm rehearsing the song, like playing it. I couldn't play the beat too loud because the neighborhood was quiet, but I'm playing it low. I'm rehearsing. It's some young motherfuckers walking past laughing at me, fool. Like no cap, they laughing at me at this song though, this particular song. But I'm gonna tell you why this is crazy. So I'm like, man, they lame as you feel me? Because I ain't never the type to be like, oh my God, let me stop rehearsing because you're laughing. Man, who are you? You just a regular person, fool. You probably ain't got no skill or talent, gang. You feel me? Like maybe that's why you laughing. So I keep rehearsing. So some tell me like, man, you rehearse enough, bro. You already know the song, bro. Is you gonna record the song or not? Cause that's like my true personality with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to do that with others because it depends if they ready or not. So I'm like, yeah, man, I'm gonna record it tonight. So, bro, as I'm finally to record the song, bro, it's a snowstorm, fool. I put this on everything, a heavy snowstorm come out of nowhere. So I'm like, man, I don't care about no storm, bro. I done drove through the snowstorm before, bro. So I'm driving. As I'm driving, bro, it's a roundabout that's like a midpoint from my crib to Lil Bro crib. That's when I record the song. He like, big bro, is you coming? It's snowing. I'm like, yeah, I'm on the way. So when I get to the roundabout, I swear on my life, the tires pop, Brody. Like both the front tires just pop. So I'm like, damn, I'm like, dang. Do I turn around? This is a true story to God and God up there, man. I'm like, do I turn around, bro, to go to the crib? But the way my mind work is like, dog, you already left the crib, fool. To come halfway to go back to the crib, that's a waste. You would have stayed home. So I'm like, man, what? We riding on the flats, bro. But the best part, snow was on the ground, so my rim wasn't just do 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 do. I just would drive and man slow. I'm like, it's gonna take me a minute to get there. It took me an extra 10, 12 minutes. I get there. And I get there, little bro in there. So when he put the beat on, fool, I'm already ready to go. But I'm thinking like, gang, I gotta get back home on flat tires. You feel me? But in my mind, I'm cooking up a plan. I'm like, I bet. So I'm gonna ride the whip to this discount tire that was by my crib. And I was gonna walk from there. The discount tire probably like 10 minutes from where I stayed and walk back to the spot. But I'm like, I gotta lay this track. So I recorded the song, fool. I ain't really do much ad libs, dipped. You know what I mean? Lil bro mixed the song. Lil bro took a while to mix this song too, fool. I had to get on his beat, like, yo, what's up with my track, fool? He like, my bad, big bro, I've been busy. But I think the song was just too hot. But I don't know. It was like I was his mentor. So I don't know if there was a little bit of tension on how good I was or stuff like that. You know what I mean, fool? It was kind of crazy. So he took a while to mix the track, but when he mixed the track, he sent me the track. So I'm not knowing how monumental this track is, bro. I ain't really listened to it for real. So I remember my cousin, we argued and all this at the library to upload the track because he want to tag everybody. I'm like, man, I don't want to tag everybody because then it look like I'm trying to get their attention. Man, I'm gonna just post this joint on a page. Whoever peep this joint, they peep this joint. You know what I mean? That's how we rocking. He like, nah, Sosa, tag everybody, bro. That's how it go, bro. I'm like, man, it's my song, bro. We ain't tagging everybody, so we fighting in the library like brothers, bro. So my cousin walk out. The white dude looking at us, but he's scared to say something. It's other people in here, so we leave. He worried about the girls. He like the girls was looking at us though. We definitely was looking like them dudes in there. I'm like, yo, ass tweaking. So we leave. I upload the song from a different library because we had to go to a different library. Drop the song, bro. I put this on my life. I had went to see my brother in Ohio for something. I think he might have been graduating at the time or something crazy. So before I drive back, I got to return a rental car. This Asian homie that I had a class with called Know Your Car. I went and hooped with them. We won like 2 championships. He called me. He like, yo, LeBron, what you want? He used to call me LeBron. He like, what you want, LeBron? I'm like, bro, I want to go drop this rental on right now. He like, what you need me come get you? I'm like, yeah, slash lab. So he pull up on me. He like, I just want to make it on my post. Loyalty is all I know. And the youngest girl, he just started singing a song. Like, he like, bro, I want to fly you to LA right now. But he talk a lot of shit though. So it was like, it was hard. It was hard to like really take this guy serious because he came high as shit. So he got a lot of energy. So he be like, I just wanna make it. He said this shit for like a minute, bro. I'm like, bro, your ass is crazy. Get in the car. He like, where you stay at? So I'm like, I had put my address in. He like, bro, you really one of my guys, bro. You like my guy, my brother, man. Like, I'm like, yeah. But he high. So he like, bro, we finna get high first before we pull off. So we at the Enterprise. It's like 12 p.m. and 12 a.m. type shit. We late night. So we got high as shit, bro. I don't know what we smoked, bro. I put this in my life. Bro, I did not remember how to get to my crib. So the whole time we driving around, bro, this man got packs in the car. So we driving around, he freaking out. He like, bro, LeBron, stop fucking playing with me, LeBron, dog. He like, LeBron, you know we could go down for this shit, bro. How do we get to your house, gang? Bro, I was so chopped. I ain't know how to get the car. I had to put that shit in the GPS, brother. So when he dropped me off, he like, LeBron, bro, like, that song, bro, I was playing that song in Cali for everybody, bro. They were like, who this? I'm like, this my homie LeBron, bro. He just started doing music. He used to play basketball, da 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 da. He like, man, I want to fly you out there, bro. I got some other beats I want you to listen to. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I ain't gonna lie, I'm not really thinking like, okay, it's just one person, fool. So dang, I go to the low bro crib. All his little homies in there, they listening to the song. You know what I'm saying? And his mom used to call me a specific name. She like, why yes, is this you? This is incredible, whatsoever. But I'm like, damn, she fuck with it. So I'm really not really thinking about the monumentalness of the song until this one dude hit me. We used to look up to this man. He like the cool dude. He had the whips, he had the bag, he had the shorties. He used to come hoop with us. He like big bro. So he called me. He like, yo, push up on me, LeBron. I got something for you. So I met him at like a CVS. He like, man, LeBron, bro, I ain't gonna lie, you could do something for real, bro. Like this a pack for you. This some new shit right here. You know what I mean? I was playing that shit in Vegas, bro, the whole way back, bro, listening to that shit. So I'm like, damn, he fucking with that shit too. But that was the sign, like, okay, like shit, I could do this. You feel me? But it was crazy, like how that shit happened though, man. It was kind of like a decision right there at the roundabout. Do I go home or do I go record this track? And after that, I used to go record every week, bro. Not at little bro crib. I found a studio. I used to be there every week, just practicing. I called it practicing because it got to a point where it was like I outgrew the studio, man. I outgrew that studio. You know what I mean? Then I was looking for more studio guys, and I outgrew all of them. And I became the studio guy. You know what I mean? But with this music stuff, I love this stuff. But right now, it's like I gotta know what type of music to make for y'all, man. He said, Unc, why you got a highlighter shiesty? You a target. Nah, cause I'm bright, man. He said, by the way, I've reached limitations for likes and subscriptions. I'm sorry I can't just watch and cry. Come on, say nothing one chuck, man. You go like and subscribe, my boy. Stop that cap, buddy. You feel me? He said you work in traffic control. You must be a flagger. So that would be an easy job. Just flag people down, chilling. I just get chop suey. I done did a job like that though. I was a sign holder, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all some of the craziest jobs I done did at low points in my life where I literally couldn't get into anywhere else, right? So I remember I was broke too, bro. I had to take 3 buses to go to like another city, 2, 3 cities away, bro. I called this advertising on Craigslist. It was for this store. They was going out of business, but they wanted to sell everything. So they were like, they needed a sign holder. You know what I mean? So I ain't gonna lie. Like at first, they was paying steep, but I had to finesse the lady and negotiate the funds. I'm like, yo, miss, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm gonna be the best sign holder you ever had, bro. But keep in mind, I'm coming from like 4, 3 cities away. I gotta take 2 buses. I need you up to pay. She's like, okay, well, let's see how you doing your first day with the people you bring in. So I'm like, I bet. So I got chop suey. Well, this sign was like it was like a stick, bro. The sign was like a big sign, fool. So the wind and had that junk like and it was cold. So I had to glove up. I'm talking about the freaking North Face big snowboard jacket. I'm out there, chop suey. You gotta do this for like at least 6 hours, bro. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. Everybody was coming up to me like, "Yo, gang, you the sign holder, gang? What you doing?" Like, cause I don't know. People just attract to me, gang. So I'm like, "Yeah, man, y'all gotta come shop at our store, bro. We going out of business right now. Everything for the low right now." They like, "Where?" I'm like, "Down there, down there." So I'm sending people there. I come in. So I'm like, "How was the first day?" She's like, "Okay, a lot of people say you sent them here." I'm like, "Yeah, you gonna have to up the pay though, man, cause I'm taking a light road. I'm taking through 2, 3 buses. You want me here every day or what?" So she upped the pay. But after that, man, I worked as a garbage sorter. That was like a terrible job, boy. You had the mask on your nose. You could smell all the stank. You know what I'm saying? Like the freaking they would like be after like events. You see soggy hot dogs, soggy bread, like you feel me? You gotta sort the plastic from the freaking paper. Like bro, I did that for 2 days and never came never came back, food. I went home, boy. I had that stench in my nose for a week. I'm like, dog, if I work at that job, I'm gonna get sick. Hey, they need to give me a real face mask, not the cloth joint. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Rizzy Chips, what's up? Tom Riddle came in here and he said literally 0 views talking to himself. Well, sue me, Tom. I mean, I'm sorry. Should I shut the live off because I don't have 100 million? Huh? What you want me to do, Tommy? Tommy boy, go get the viewers for me, man. Tommy riddles. Tell me a riddle, Tom. Riddle me now, Tommy. Go get me the viewers, buddy. But nah, besides that, what other jobs I work that I ain't really rock with, man? I'm trying to think, man. He said, "Can I ask a question? What's your cue, my boy? What other jobs that I work with? I'm trying to think that I ain't really rock with, man. Dog, I don't work a lot of jobs, fool. This is crazy. I work, I work this tough sales job. I used to have to call these dudes and sound like I like fishing. I'm like, hey, Bill, how you doing today, man? I'm gonna be sending 10 box of tires your way plus 30 inch 50-inch screen TVs for your man cave. Bill be like, who are you? I barely know you. You know what I'm saying? It was a tough sales job. It was like Wolf of Wall Street for real. When people got a sale, we always excited and shit. He said, "What's this stream about?" Man, it's just about me interacting with the chat, man. Some questions get asked that lead to subsequent improv discussions. Random discussions. You know what I mean? Like I'm really here for the chat to entertain y'all, interact with y'all. That way, yeah, that way, yeah, that way there, Rizzy Chips. Now I was just telling y'all about some of the craziest jobs I work, man. Garbage sorter, freaking sign waiver. I'm trying to think of what else, bro, because I'm sure there's some other ones, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's been jobs I went there for only one day and left. I just can't. I just can't think about the names, brother. You feel me? I can't think about the names. Can't think about the names, bro. But I'm a good worker though, gang. One thing about the jobs, when I was ready to quit, they never wanted me to quit, bro. All of them try to get me to stay, fool. You know what I'm saying? My manager on my last job, she was so mad that I quit. She didn't even pay me my check, fool. For real. Like I told her, I'm like, man, I'm tired of all this for real, man. Like I never said that to her. Cause it was like, man, they used to be hating on me, bro. I'm popular at the job, so they mad other people chop it up with me. Don't talk to them for real, like. So they like, oh, you always cool with other people in the facility or whatever. Like, damn, I'm not supposed to be cool with these folks. Like, what's wrong with that? So I remember it was like everybody had the ability to use headphones while we was in the utility things cleaning. So I had my headphones, and this one girl, she liked me. It was like literally like Helga off of Hey Arnold, bro. Like a black version of Helga. This girl like a black version of Helga off of Hey Arnold. So she go report me, fam. Like, yeah, YS had his headphones. I saw him talking to some nerds, da 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 da. So I bring the equipment back. I'm in the supply room stocking the junk. The manager come to me, and I thought she liked me too. She just always wanted to like assume her authorities. He just wanted to get greased for real. But I respect it. She got a man. But every time she worked with me, she wore the tightest pants, bro. I ain't gonna lie. She didn't even come in her regular clothes. So she come in like, yeah, YS, I just need to talk to you about something. So I'm like, yeah, what's going on? Keep in mind, fool. I'm chopped as ever. I'm talking about stupid chop, bro. This how much she blew my high at the time, bro. Literally, I wouldn't even pay attention to this shit, but I'm looking like, fool. Every day I come in, this lady is telling you about a complaint that don't even matter, but you're really caring about this shit. Shorty don't even come to work on time. Like, what's going on here? So I'm just tired of everything. So she like, yeah, YS, I just want to talk to you because what's her name said she saw you talking to a nurse. So I'm like, what's wrong with that? We was having a slight conversation. She asked me something. Was I not supposed to respond? She's like, oh, it's nothing wrong with that. I just don't want that to become a habit. So I'm like, man, she bugging. Then I'm like, she like another thing, I know headphones are cool, but I see that you have yours. I just don't want you to always have them. But it was like, so I'm like, yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired of all this shit. Really, y'all be annoying me every day. Fool, I come here, I do the most work. You know what? I'm tired of it. I'm one of the best worker here. So she thought I was playing gang. I'm like, all this is over with today. You feel me? She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, you gonna see in a second. So I put my shit right there. I'll type my 2 weeks up, fool. Boom, submit the whole. Shorty was so tight. But she thought I was going to just type, but I professionally typed the junk. Easy. Template, fill in the information. Dog, this is literally ABCD for me, gang. I do that shit fast. I'm like, put it on her desk respectfully. No cursing, profanity, none of that. I'm like, that's probably gonna be my last day right there. She was so crushed, she didn't know what to say. Shorty gonna text me the next day, like, is there nothing else we can do to work things out? I'm like, nah, really, I just made my mind up. Bro, this lady texts me like, it's all right, just then don't report for the rest of your shifts. We'll pay you though still. You'll get those hours. I'm like, you sure? As long as I can. She's like, yeah. Bro, never got that check, fool. Never. And I'm just like, dang, like, this was your way of getting back at your boy. You feel me? But I already had another gig though. But I just tell you, like, damn, like, it was that serious. Like, but don't never be scared to leave a place where it's like they harassing you, fool, and you doing good work, man. It's better for them to put up with like some more shitty workers. You know what I mean? I'm not saying quit your job without another job though. Don't never do that. Always have a job if you're gonna quit a job. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you got that other job first. You feel me? Otherwise, you're gonna be looking crazy when them bills coming and you ain't employed. You know, but every job that I worked at, man, I did. I gave it 100% for God to see, man. You know what I'm saying? No cap. Always gave it. It was always somebody there hating, bro. Always a hater at every job, man. It's more than one. You know what I'm saying? It's mad haters, bro. People hating just because people like you or the boss rock with you or, hating, like, you know what I mean? But all you can do is focus on the work, man. Focus on doing the work, man. You know what I'm saying? I know some of us work in chaotic job environments where there's a lot of stuff going on. Don't worry about nobody else. Just focus on what you could do. Cause the work always gonna show, bro. And you gotta remember, the camera's always watching who's working and who's not, who's twerking and who's working. That's one thing for sure. So when you at the job, man, make sure you securing that bag, man. Don't be worried about Donnie because he lazy as shit. They're gonna keep him for a while, man, until they get somebody new. Focus on you. Yeah, it's mad haters at every job, man. The way I do with the haters though is like this, man. I don't ever get close to them. Let me tell you how I do that. You know what I mean? Like it's like, okay, once you talking to somebody, they say certain things that show you they're a hater, bro. You just gotta listen. You feel what I'm saying? It might be a sneak diss or like a shade or whatever you want to call it, or like a mockery or disrespect, something, bro. Once you hear it, you peep that. Like, boom. Let's say Stephanie Nicole, I'm just using an example. I know you're not a hater. But let's say Stephanie Nicole is a hater of me, right? And then I'm talking to Aztec Fente. And Aztec Fente is like, yeah, man, like, I really like Stephanie Nicole. The moment I hear that, I'm not gonna stop talking to Aztec Fente. I'm gonna continue the conversation. But once I leave that conversation, I'm like, nah, Aztec Fente gotta be a hater. Stephanie Nicole's a hater. So if Aztec Fente like Stephanie Nicole, something there is a common interest of being a hater to me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't deal with them in the sense of conversation, joking around. Most I say is hi and bye, so it's cordial because I don't want them to frame some type of stage beef. But I just don't really talk to them, bro. And I know it burns them up. It kills them inside because then they do weird things to like get a conversation or reaction. I had haters do crazy stuff and then turn around and be like, hey, YS, let me ask you this question. Thinking I'm gonna give them an answer. I'll be like, nah. And I say, nah. That's like why are you even talking to me, okay? Cause that's all they want is a conversation. Like, man, why you do that weird? You know what I mean? But you don't give it to them, it burns them up. So it's like, okay, let me ask them a question. That's definitely gonna piss them off. They're gonna have to respond then. I was like, nah. And I say nah a certain way, like to where it's like it's kind of awkward. It's like nah, but it's to get my point across. Like yo, gang, don't even say nothing else, brother, because we not gonna talk about nothing. You ask me another question, I'm gonna say nah. Now at this point, this is comedy, you heard? But you don't never give them that reaction, brother. He said, honest take. How do you feel about them snow bunnies? Personally, bro, no disrespect to anyone that likes white girls. At some point, I dated a white girl, but I like I like black women. You know, I couldn't be with a white girl forever. You know what I mean? Because I personally feel like it was a disconnect for me. One of the things that I do notice about a white girl's family, they're very supportive of them. Regardless if they are like, they gotta literally be junkies, gang, that just destroy every relationship for the family not to care about them. But a white girl's family genuinely cares about them. And once I started dating this white shorty, it was like, you gotta get a family to like you, fool. So you gotta build relationships with everybody or whatever. But naturally, I'm just a cool dude, bruh. I could chop it up with whoever. So me and Shorty brother became like this, locked in. She had twin brothers, then another brother. So everything was good. You know what I mean? It was peachy. What's up, Rowdy? What's the word, man? What's going on? So as me and Shorty going on along, I'm going to hoop with her dad. I'm playing chess with her. Her mom taught me to play chess. You feel me? They taking me to the freaking the cabin. This new shit. I ain't doing this shit with the guys. So it was cool and fun. But then what I was realizing, it was like, okay, all that stuff was new, but then it became old after a while of doing it. But this is what white people like to do regularly. You know what I mean? Which is cool. I'm not saying every now and then going to the cabin not cool, but I'm not going to the cabin every weekend type of guy, brother. Unless unless at that time I wasn't. You know what I mean? Like I was in the cities. But it was like it was a struggle for control, bro. That was the main thing because I'm a popular guy, so I took time to build relationship with her family to let them know like I'm solid. But it was like, dude, I couldn't depart. They wanted me around all the time because having me around, man, Shorty would be around. Because I ain't gonna lie, Shorty was gonna do whatever I wanted to do. You know what I mean? So I had Shorty going to Quinceañeras. We going skydiving. We just doing different shit. Like outside her family, but it was like if they could keep me around, they could keep eyes on her. So it was just a lot of control factors, man. And I just personally felt like, man, I don't like feeling like I'm being controlled if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. But it's like a different form of control, like, oh, we just want to keep you around to keep an eye on our daughter type of vibe. Nah, being with the blacks are not better. I'm not saying anything is better. Like, you could be with a black girl and it could be shitty, bruh. Like, real shit. It's just my preference is like, is more of a common understanding, brother. Like, I fool, for instance, how do I give you an example? Like, I got younger siblings, right? Keep in mind, I'm gonna give you a perspective. My shorty at the time, an ex, she was a youngest child, brother. I'm the oldest child, so we have two dynamics of living already. Now, keep in mind, I told you I'm cool with her brother, play chess with her mom. I'm going to hoop with her dad regularly, fool. I got younger siblings that I'm the oldest sibling for. When it came time to chilling with them, it was kind of always an issue, fool. But I'm looking at it like, yo, you got to understand how much more important is for me to be closer to my younger siblings than it is for you to be to your grown ass siblings. Like, gang, get it? You know what I mean? These are youngins. They growing up. They need me here right now, even though I'm still sharing the time. So we fight on stuff like that, man. And then my little brother, he was hip at the time. Little bro, I'm training him. They coming to my crib every weekend or other weekend. I'm taking them to the movies. We cooking meals. Big bro shit. Playing chess with little bro, showing him the skills, and then he would peep like my shorty should be hating on my little bro, like asking stuff like, "Oh, when they gonna go home?" And he'll come tell me like, "Hey, big bro, I don't think she really like us being here." So I ain't like most of y'all, bro. I listen to my youngins when they say something like that. I'm like, dog, my brother not just gonna say no shit like that. So when we discussed it, it became like a big issue. But then he was right, you know what I mean? She was a hater. It's like I could be with her family all the time, be cool with them, but she don't really rock with mine. You know, it's like nah, dog. But it was control though, bro. You know what I mean? It was a control factor there. You know, other than that, it was cool. But I just don't think it's for me. Some dudes it's for them. Some dudes really be getting control. like once you get in that dynamic, fool, like you gotta act right, buddy. Like nobody should be controlled on that level, man. And I don't really like that type of vibe. But other than that, I dated a few different shorties, man. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like a black shorty relates to me more just because it's common understanding. Not to say I wouldn't date somebody, but just somebody I would want to be with. You know, it had to be like probably a black shorty, bro. Cause I done dated all types of shorties. You know what I mean? That's why it's good to like try different cultures. Like I mess with an Asian shorty. Like the Asian culture is like depending on the family, bro. They really gotta accept you. You know, if they don't really accept you, gang, they might not even accept their daughter for choosing to be with you. She gotta choose between you or the fam. Like real talk. Yeah, I mean, I had a Cambodian shorty that had a restaurant, bro. She used to tell me like her mom cannot know I'm messing with her. I come to the restaurant as a customer. Like this some shit I do. So I come to the restaurant as a customer, and then shorty will be working, and I'm like, yo, I'm trying to get the lunch platter. So like, dude, you crazy as shit. Don't be coming here. Like I'm like, bro, she don't know it's nothing. I'm just a regular dude that like Chinese food. Cambodian food type shit. But just funny shit like that. But just hearing that, it was crazy because she used to tell me this in high school, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So it depends on the culture, man. You know what I mean? Depend on the culture, brother. And certain cultures, they're very specific about who they like their daughter to be with. You hear me? Which is cool because that's their daughter. You know what I mean? You can't tell nobody who their daughter should be with. But I don't know. When it comes to that dating shit though, it gets complicated, man. You know what I'm saying it gets complicated. It's all about who understands you and how y'all understand each other. If y'all can make that shit work, then go for it. You know what I mean? Right now, as far as I'm not really focused on that because I got a lot of work to do financially, bro. I say I can't have a girl. I ain't even got a car. Some dudes don't even got a girl. They got a girl. They ain't even got a car. I ain't gonna lie. Your girl easily getting hit because y'all can't. I can't do nothing, bro. Y'all in the crib. Y'all. Or if you get on the bus, if she's sexy, some dudes looking at her. They like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta get a whip, bro. You got a girl. Like, if you don't got a whip, when you're not with your girl, another dude smashing her that got a whip. He telling her, "Hey, baby, look, I'm gonna come pick you up so we can go to Top Golf. I mean, let's go to the arcade. Let's go to the bar. You ain't got a whip. Y'all gotta take the bus. You know what I mean? Like these are things you gotta like tighten up on, man. If you got a shorty, make sure you're all the way there. You know what I mean? Because you gotta be able to take care of her. You gotta be able to show her a good time, entertain her. You can't be riding the bus with your girl all day. She might see another nigga on the bus that's more attractive than you. What's gonna stop her from choosing him? Y'all both on the bus. You think them years gonna stop her? So you might see dude get on there looking like he going to perform for a show. See, you might see him and be like, yo, he's the next one I should be riding the bus with. Nah, I'm keeping it 1,000, bro. I be seeing shorties on the bus with they man. They be looking like that's how it go. But you gotta step your game up, bro, because it's easy to get your girl took if you ain't on your game, man. It's dudes out here that's really tricking. So imagine that. You know what I mean? Imagine the tricks. My boy, he said, and if she want to go, let her. Yeah, of course, let her. But I'm just saying, if you got a shorty, be on your shit. Cause responsibly, you can't have a shorty and not be on your shit. It's like, what are you doing? You gotta be on your shit. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Any guy that got a shorty out there, man, make sure you stay on your stuff, man. Make sure you stay on top of your business, your hustle, your money. Stay locked in because I'm gonna be honest. Most women don't want to see you on your last leg, gang. They just don't, bro. You know what I mean? It just what's up, Travis Bartholomew? It just shows that you might not be the one. You feel me? And it's like you don't want your shorty to lose respect for you, you know? Like not to say you can't have bad moments, but it's like completely falling off. It's like she's gonna lose her hope in you. She gotta see you as the people's champ, the champion. You know, the one that's gonna figure stuff out, you know. So even when it's not looking good, you tell her like, hey baby, it's gonna be good. Don't worry about that. You know, this what I do. I'm gonna figure this out for us. This what she wanna hear. She don't wanna hear, baby, I don't know what we gonna do. I'm just done with life. Like what? She do not want to hear that. You feel me? Nah, it's not about that. I'm just saying for the guys who are in relationship, bro. It's not F all the B's. Nah, bro. It's real women out here that got men in that they're with. I'm just saying that men got to be on top of their game to keep the boat going, keep everybody on ship. You know, because women like security, gang. They want stuff to be figured out already. You know what I mean? That's why they say if you take me on a date, have the plans made, black truck. They do, you know what I mean? That brings peace to them. So just be on your man. You know what I'm saying? Be on your always. Even if you don't got a girl, bro. That's even more motivation to be on your you know what I'm saying? More motivation to be on your if you dolly, bro, go hard. You know, focus. You know what I'm saying? You gonna see nice pieces out there. It's cool to look. It's like going to the museum. You can't take them Jones out the museum. You might see a piece you really like. You can't take it out that museum. You could look at it though, like, yo, that's a nice piece right there. All right, man. It's time to get out the museum. That's how it is when you see, attractive women out there, but you grinding. So stay grinding. I'm grinding right now. Some sacrifices had to be made. You know what I mean? But it was for the best. He said some things are better left in the dark, but you do have a good point. Yeah, brother. I'm just saying though, man. When you single, you stay focused. Not to say you're not gonna see sexy things. You're gonna see them. You gotta stay locked in. You know what I'm saying? Stay locked in, bro. Cause staying locked in is what's gonna it's gonna get you where you supposed to be. Yeah, stay positive. There's a lot of negative folks out here, man. Look at yourself as a rare one if you have positivity left. Cause I ain't gonna lie, the worst thing for me is this, bro. I go to work, fool. And I ain't gonna lie, this right here, I don't even be responding when I hear this. I go to work and I say, hey man, how you doing? And somebody say, hanging in there. It's like, dog, it's so downing to hear that to where it's like, I'm not gonna charge them up because I look at it like, yo, bro, you gotta get positive. Because what's so terrible that's going on, fool? You got a nice job, you walking, you're not able to, you mobile, like you hanging in there. I don't want to ask why you hanging in there. That sounds negative, bro. That sounds like it's gonna throw my mood off, bro. I'm sitchy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna let you figure that out, bro. Every time I hear hanging in there. He said perspective of your boss, women, and the self. He said yesterday's lessons, intentions. Today we teaching perspective. Yeah, I mean, always look at like you're a battery, bro. So decide who you gonna charge up, man. Like for instance, I'm gonna give y'all an example, bro. Everything I tell y'all be real stories, right? It's a lady that really rock with me, fool. She's an older lady. Now, if I tell y'all this story, y'all gonna laugh. This y'all gonna think it's fake, but it's real. I just had to grab the proof. Now, when I first started this gig, right, my first day, I come spiffied up, look like I work there. I meet this lady, right? She's an older lady, like probably she like my work G-Mon, you feel me? But she's not the same skin color as me, bro. She's total opposite. So the first day she meet me, I ain't gonna lie. I look like a serious guy, fool. I'm not angry. I just got a serious face. You know what I mean? So when I come in, it was a test of character. You feel me? So I remember my trainer bring me in the room we supposed to be training in, and when I come in, the older lady look at me. She's like, "What's your name?" I'm like, "Hey, I'm YS." Introduce myself. She's like, "Oh, YS, who are you?" She's like, "Are you the janitor?" So okay. When she say, I'm not a janitor, bro, I start cracking up, fool. Cause I'm like, nah, she definitely baking me right now. What she trying to say, fool? Like, I need to be the janitor in this hole. So I started laughing. She started laughing. But then she wasn't trying to offend me. She was trying to see, like, okay, he looks serious. Is he the type of guy that's gonna be just bad to work with or just have a negative outlook or whatever? You know what I mean? So we laugh it off. Since that day, bro, this lady gets me the supersized bags of Cheetos every week, bro. Every week. Cause she see me buying it on out the vending machine that's $1. It's the little small bag that's $1. And she gives me these bags every week, brother. She be like, "Why yes, I got your Cheetos for you. You still playing Call of Duty tournament? I brought you the supersized bag." And I told her, I'm like, "Yo, I'm gonna be in debt with you for these Cheetos by the time it's over with." But I tell y'all this because this is real stuff, bro. It's like I could have been offended, like, "Man, what's she on, bro? She trying to say I'm the janitor, man. What's up with her, dog?" But I knew it was a test of character. You feel me? Somebody who not really on the money is gonna be offended, like, nah. But this lady, she rocks for me. She has my back. She be like, "Dang, you ain't in here today. They got you out there, but you guys just know who rocking with you, man." And I don't take none of this for granted, man. I've given her stuff like to show her, like, "Look, I appreciate you for getting this for me, man, because I don't want you to feel like I don't have nothing to return." You know what I mean? Nah. I've given her something though. I've given her something. You feel me? I gave her like a jewelry, some jewelry. Some jewelry and stuff. Like some of the accessories I'll tell you about. I gave her some of the jewelry. You know what I'm saying? She see me working hard, bro. She see me having a good attitude, not complaining. So it's like her way of like, the crazy part about what I'm telling y'all, she gave me that tonight after work. So as I'm coming in, right, everybody got their perspective of you, gang. So I'm coming in, it's a couple people there that be hating. Soon as I come through the door, the egg gets sliced thin. She come out the room like, "Here you go, YS, this yours." In front of all of them, you could see like the hate on their faces, like, "She got him Cheetos, why him? Like, he's not even a good dude." Da 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 da. And I'm like, "Yo, thank you, yo." I'm like, "Appreciate that. Let me give you a hug." You feel me? In front of all of them, like, yeah, you feel me? Yo, cause hey, I had my niece. I had my niece, gang. My niece did this in front of my step family. They used to hate on me and shit like that. I don't know where it was, but I had pulled up and she was like, "I love you, YS," in front of all of them. But they was so tight about that. They be like, "Man, why you care about YS?" Like, but she just a jit. You feel me? The jits. I ain't gonna lie. The jits be knowing, bro. The jits be knowing who's the good people and who not. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? He said, "Vibes, perspective. You see, I catch you on quick, but just be smooth out there, bro. Be smooth out there. Peep the vibes, man. People who's really worth charging up, man. People who's really in a good mood, because you don't want to be charging somebody up who's always gonna be draining you." Some people they just want a little bit of your energy. You said my best friend, girlfriend's or a buddy is trying to meet. There you go. Your best friend's girlfriend. Hold on. Oh yeah, it's a dub though, man. That's your best friend. You gotta let him know, shorty going. You know what I mean? Is she betraying your mans? Do your mans like her? You gotta come clean, man. Yeah, bro, you gotta come clean, man. Let him know, like, hey, man, your shorty trying to give me that play, man. What you think about that? If people like you lying, you gotta show him proof. like you still think I'm lying? I just grew up with this. They been fighting. They pulled up to my crib and she hung out with me more than he did. Well, he tweaking. He need your man's. I ain't gonna lie. Your man's need a smack upside the head, man. He say he sound like. He sound like he too far gone right now. He's how you show him the proof? He gonna let Shorty hang out with you more than he did. What are you on? Nah. This man Bartholomew talking about I kept it solid, but I reminisce. Bro, you just said you weren't trying to crack Shorty. What you was reminiscing on then, bro? Nah, nah, not smack her. I'm talking about smack his best friend. His best friend. Not the girl, Stephanie. So you say you smoke rocks? What? So what type of girl he wish? Nah, Bartholomew, I see why she trying to bust it open. Hey yo, bro, tell me you playing when you say you smoke rocks. Yo, bro, you got me freaking crying. Cause if he smoke rocks, that mean he with a tweaker. Tweakers always gonna be ready to, you feel me? Get down. Like, bro, I'm gonna tell you a funny story, right? I used to rap when I used to catch a buzz at a certain spot downtown. There used to be all this tweakers. So I'm chilling one day, and there's some dude smoking right next to me, and this girl think I'm smoking, but I'm like, nah, I'm not smoking. She's like, oh, I thought you was smoking that stuff for real. Like, every time I get high off that stuff, I just wanna lay around and get, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, what the heck? So I mean, when it come down to it, man, if he doing rocks, he could be with a tweaker, man. He said, oh, if he tripped and fell on a missile, I don't give a. He mean crack, Steph, and the rock dude need a smack. I see exactly. That's why she want to throw that thing back, man. She doing them drugs. She get freaky off them drugs, man. She get high and she just need what the next best thing. You know what I mean? Yo, Bartholomew, man. I don't know. You sound like a good guy, man. You might need new friends. You might be hitting me up talking about you doing glass next, brother. You good? He said I can't do drugs. I'm on papers and shit. Well, it looks like that's what they gonna get you doing, bro. Because if you got them around you doing all that, you gonna be tempted to do that, man. And then you on papers, it's over with. You gotta do UAs, boy. They better not find no ice in that junk, man. You better not go to Antarctica for that UA, boy. You know what I mean? You better not pick up Grand Canyons. You better not visit the Grand Canyons before that UA, boy. Yeah, you better not. He said no swoops, no snow. Now my cousin used to have to do UA. He said they used to had to watch him piss just to make sure, you know what I mean? Them UAs. He's like, yeah, but there's no honesty among thieves, and they're both thieves. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I just feel like if you don't want to do the hardcore drugs, you might have to distance yourself from those two because them being around you, you might be more likely to want to try that junk. You feel what I'm saying? But you seem like a good guy though, with a good head on your shoulders, man. So you know what you gotta do. You just been delaying it, procrastinating it. You know you gotta get some new friends, man. You know you gotta stop hanging out with Buddy, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, no nothing, man. My boy Rowdy on the clean come up, man. That boy Rowdy in the gym, man. You feel me? New pops, you heard? You gotta get in. Zaza, it's the meds. But no, you ain't gotta. Let me tell you something. You ain't gotta really mess around with something, bro. But the more and more you're around it, the more and more you're likely to try it. You feel what I mean? So you free right now, bro. Listen, sometime you get tricked and you got demons that get sent to you as friends, bro. The fact that you just got out the county and then you got mugs coming to the crib, doing the rocks, doing the ice, it's kind of like they trying to set you up, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like you gotta be on some paranoid type of time. You gotta. I'm not saying they can't do they can't do it at your spot. It's like you got a lot to lose, bro. Your freedom. You gotta have them outside, boy. You gotta meet them outside. Yeah, meet them at the corner store or something. Meet them at the park. You feel me? You could talk to them at the park, but them being at the crib is like, dude, you lining yourself up, bro. Yeah, man. Get you a little shorty. Get you a QP, a cutie. You know what I mean? You know what a cutie is, right? A QP. We call it a cutie, a QP. Stay in the crib. Get all the woods or bombs, whatever you need, and just focus on the shorty, bro. You don't need friends, bro. Especially ones that know you on papers and they bringing that stuff to your house, boy. You never know. The police can get called over there. They running in. Yeah, it's over. You know what I mean? Come on, man. You gotta be smarter than that Bartholomew, man. Unless you want to go back to the county, man. You know what I'm saying? When I used to trap, bro, number one rule, you couldn't smoke in my whip, bro. You couldn't smell like weed. You smell like weed, you're not riding with me. You could be my best friend, whatever you want to call it. That's the protocol, bro. You better be smelling like cologne. You better be smelling fresh. Cause I'ma jeopardize what? One situation over you? Nah, you couldn't smoke in my car. You couldn't smell like weed. Cause there's a reason to that. You know what I mean? So knowing what you got at stakes, bro, you gotta set certain principles and rules that can't be broken. Otherwise, it's over with, bro. Of course, you're gonna think about trying stuff. It's in your face, bro. You're gonna feel like you missing out, but you gotta have discipline, man. And you can't have discipline when you're around the stuff that you could lose to. You hear me? Distance yourself, boy. Distance works, bro. Distance works with a lot of stuff. Yeah, because look at how you jeopardize those opportunities, and then it's like now you willing to jeopardize more. You gotta literally look in the mirror, fool, and look at where you want to go. You talking about you wearing 25,000 $25,000 in gold exactly, and then you doing shit like having crackheads around, bro. You bugging. Can't be wearing 25,000 in gold and you got the base heads in the crib doing the ice and doing the rocks, fool. What's up with that? You not on that level, fool. You gotta turn up. You gotta eliminate that. You a player with 25,000. Let's say you fall asleep, your shit could be gone. Like what? Come on, Bartholomew. You green right now, man. He said, Don Rich out with the judge in my home there, and I was for like a week. Yo, Miami Tantrum, what's up? Yeah, man, you got too much bread. They could have stole that 25,000, man. uh, yeah, like you can't keep the snakes around. They gonna bite you. You too smart though, Travis. Yeah, I mean, this your second chance at being free, bro. Take advantage of it, bro. Don't let nobody jeopardize. You say you like sex and weed. Get you a nice shorty that's gonna want to freak and get high. That's gonna keep you out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to hang out with Buddy at all, and not his girl. You feel me? You can get some girls, man. Just put that ice on. You feel me? Or in a photo, get you something decent and chill out. Girls will keep you out of a lot of trouble, bro. If you get you a good girl, she'll keep you out of trouble. He said, "Thank you, man. I thought I was the only person that said that, but that do not smoke bud in the whip. Nah, man, that's stupid. That's like another way of saying, hey, man, just harass me, officer. Cause I don't ever get the people's urge of riding around getting high. It's like I'd rather just get high, get in a whip, play my music, and ride smooth. Yeah, I'm telling you, I grew out of that because I knew what came with smoking in the car. This was way before weed was legal, bro. A whole search, pat down. You gotta stand on the back of the trunk. It was like, nah, bro. You feel me? Yeah, but it gives you specific codes. You know what I mean? It's like, nah, okay, this is we can't do this. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He said that just gives you the inclination that you are respect. You for real, for real. Yeah, smell marijuana, step out. You know, who wanna go through all that, bro? So to eliminate all that, I was like, all right, yo, we not smelling like weed, we in the whip. We not smoking weed in the whip. We can get high in the whip. We gonna be smelling debonair 12 pull up cause of the fact of what it is, and knowing that how we move and how they gonna be, it's like, okay, this is how we be smooth. But other people, they big woods ride around town and smoke coming. Like, come on, fool. And then you got mad shit in here. Most dudes, that's how they got booked. Smoking with shit in the car. Yeah, they take guns, whatever. You smoking in a car, you giving them the easy kill. You gave 12 an easy kill. Don't give them no easy kill, man. That's like a silver platter for them. They're like, oh, we have to search. Next thing you know, they done found the Glocks, the stash, your pack, money. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta just be smooth, man. You don't want to deal with that. Plus, I looked at it like I want to ride around like a professional. I want the officer to see me dressed nice, smooth. Don't even look like I'm up to nothing but driving. But listen, man, Travis, Bartholomew, Roddy the Dime, man. Nah, that Glock sound hard though. You might could get it back, bruh. Nah, that's my hair, bro. That's my hair right here. This is my whole chin, bro. I got like a chin-tastic chin. You see, I got the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Damn, boy, you got the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Nah, you definitely got to get that Glock back, man. You know what I'm saying? That sound fire. But look, man, hey, everybody that made it to the live, I love y'all, fool. You know what I mean? I do gotta work tomorrow though. That's why I'm finna go lay down. He said, I think I can. I'm doing my best to be a good sport, but yeah, man, just give it time, bro. You can get all your shit back in time. He said, I got people that the same you gotta step away from and they give it back after some time. Yeah, I'm telling you. You gonna get it back after time. You just file like a motion, bro. My cuz got his shit back, you know what I mean? They took his because at the time he was riding around smoking in the car. And you can't have marijuana and a firearm together. So they had took it away for a while, but then he did something to get it back. So don't worry, you can get it back. Just be good for now, man. Keep the base heads out your spot, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't go back. Listen, I love y'all, man. Y'all my guys. Y'all my girls, Stephanie, Nicole, everybody that came in here. Sandra, you feel me? Miami, Tantrum, you know what I mean? Rowdy the Don, Mr. Bartholomew, you feel me? You know, I love y'all, man. Y'all stay smooth. You know what I'm saying? Go talk to that therapist, fool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Make sure you get a sexy therapist, man. That way you motivated to go see her weekly. Don't tell him give you no non-sexy. Tell him you want a sexy therapist because it'll be motivation to come there weekly. You heard? Nah, for real. Or you might not want to go. That man talking about I'm smoking like a pound. You might pass out after 2 woods. You know what I mean? But look, I love y'all, man. Look, I got a dip though, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in for the live. I'm gonna try to go live again tomorrow night, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna crack that live again, you know what I'm saying? Everybody be smooth. Last night we was up till 4, but that's because I woke up at 2, you heard? But I'm gonna let y'all get some sleep early tonight, man. Y'all need some sleep. I need some sleep. Let's get some Z's. Love to everybody, man. And like that, we out of here.